won 3 of your first 4 games, you've won close games, and you've won games on the road. Tell me about your start.
Well, I think those 2 things are really important facts. I mean, one, we've won on the road, which is difficult to do no matter what level of basketball you're playing. And then we've won some close games, so we found a way to win basketball games in somebody else's arena, and we found different ways to win. And different kids have stepped up to kind of help us do that. Starting 3-1 is really good. I would have liked to gotten the one at home as well, but I'll take 3 road wins to start the season.
Tell me about embrace the pace. You have won 3 of your first 4. You're getting more shots and you're scoring more points. Has it done what you wanted it to do?
It's done half of what I wanted to do. I mean, scoring more points was certainly the goal. We'd like to be a better defensive team than we are. I think the obvious is, as a coach, you also have to step back and say, we're getting more shots, we're taking more shots, which means the other team gets more shots as well. So, I understand that that point total on the other side is going to rise a little bit, but I'd like to lessen the point total for the other team and keep going fast and keep taking quick shots for our offense.
It has improved your shots and it has improved your points, but it also has changed maybe the culture of the team or the feel of the team. There's something different about this team.
Oh, there's no question. I mean, it's a different group. I think, one, the seniors have really bought in, which is kind of hard to do if they've been playing a certain way. I think they've done a good job of buying in their last season to what it is we wanted to do. The chemistry is very, very good. They know that 10 to 12 kids are going to play. They understand that they're going to go in and play 2-3 minutes at a time, and I think people buy into that idea, and they share the ball really, really well. And again, I know Michaela's our leading scorer. At the same time, I mean, the second leading scorer has been somebody different in almost every game.
That was my next question. I mean, you do basically play your whole roster. And when everybody's playing, that is good for morale and good for the team.
It is good for morale. I think and it's good for the team. And what it also does is it keeps kids fresh. Whereas, in years past, maybe we've played somebody 35 minutes, and at the end of the game, they're worn down because they're having to defend and, play offense. In this case, they can do that for 2 or 3 minute stretches. And then at the end of the game, we can make decisions on, kind of who we want in at the end to try to seal the thing. And I think that's, something that we've preached and something that they've really bought into.
Talk about a couple of players. Michaela is driving, and that seems to open up the outside shot for her and for the rest of the team.
I think anytime you can hit outside shots, it opens up the driving lanes. And I think in transition, the defense is yet to get set, and that's really where Michaela is able to kind of get downhill and get towards the basket, and either collapse in on her or we kick it out, and then we've been able to knock down some threes. I do think adding a Kaylin Fee and Alex Parson being able to knock down threes, Dee Hatcher has been able to knock down some threes. I think having those people on the floor that can stretch the defense kind of makes the defense guess. Do you come in and stop the drive, or do you stay out and take away the three?
And that was my next question about the 2 freshmen. Alex and Fee have come in and hit the threes and have given you an offensive boost.
They really have, and I think particularly for freshmen to be playing as well as they are right now is a tribute to them. It's a tribute to their mentality. I mean, they shoot the basketball. They're not questioning if, is this my shot? I'm just a freshman. Maybe I should pass the ball. They're literally coming in and letting it fly, and I think they're not thinking. So that's a positive thing a lot of times. You want players just kind of play through their instincts, and they're both doing that.
Preview of the week, 3 games in 3 days. Starting with Florida, it's a big name. They're struggling a little bit. And then Savannah State, Wright State. Not a lot of times during this, really no other time except for postseason where you'll see that again. So kind of describe the importance of this week.
I think a lot of times in these tournaments or these type of situations in Thanksgiving or Christmas, what you want to do is try to mimic what a conference tournament would be like. And playing 3 games in 3 days is certainly that. You've got to do that in the conference tournament. You got to win 3 games to win the A-10. So this is a good opportunity for us to kind of test ourselves, get used to that, understand what shoot-arounds are like, understand what getting back into the hotel and getting an ice bath and getting prepared for the next game. Florida obviously is an SEC team. That's going to be a difficult task. They're bigger than we are. Savannah State is very athletic, and then probably one of the better teams down there is Wright State. I mean, somebody that maybe not a lot of teams know about, but they are exceptional. One of the better teams we may see all year. So we've got our work cut out for us. 3 games in 3 days and against 3 tough people.